Everybody, I know this is going to be a short one, and I know not a lot of people are up at this time, so that gives me a time to give you some unfiltered, uninterrupted thoughts. First, I want to thank everybody for your patronage on my channel, especially those who have been here more than 1 year, more than 2 years, and I guess at the most, there's people who have been here. I think that there's people who have been here more than 3 years. There's definitely people who have been here, let's see, for 4 seasons of Big Brother. There's people who have been here for from 2022 when I started covering Big Brother on my other channel through 2025 going into 2026 next week. That's not to say that I am not thankful for those of you who I've picked up along the way. Whether you've been here one day, whether you have been here 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, I'm thankful for anyone who has stopped by at any point in time and made meaningful contributions to my channel. That means a lot to me because I've said this before. Hi, Vicky. I've said this before, but I did not have an online presence, really. I mean, I had a YouTube page. I had back when YouTube was different and they did not have the YouTube partnership program where you had to apply to get monetized and fulfill all these different requirements to make sure that happened, yada, 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 right? I had a page, but you wouldn't know who I am from that page because there was nothing that I really identified me. I think there might have been like 1 or 2 videos that I am in, like 1 or 2 videos that I'm in, but it wasn't like now. I never went live. Live probably wasn't even an option back then, but I never went live. I never took videos of myself speaking because, in fact, I have, as much as other people have been like, oh, you got a soothing voice, I'm like, why do I sound like this? I don't like listening to my own voice. I've kind of like got to a point where I've just accepted this is the voice I've got, so let's just make the most of it. But God, there were times when I first started hearing myself on camera where I was just like, can I just switch voice boxes with somebody and call it a day? You know, because I don't like the voice that I got. Anyways, there was a point to me saying all that. Oh yeah. So back when I could post anything on YouTube, I did have an online presence in that regard, but it was just an online presence in terms of people knew my page. They didn't know who I was, but they knew this particular page provides me with content that I want. I had no desire to be a known content creator. That became a thing. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I can't complain about how I'm doing because in 2003, at this time, 2023, I was newly like 8 months into grieving my dad. It was my first Christmas without him. 2024 felt like that. It felt like this is my first Christmas without my dad because it was the first full calendar year that I spent without him. This year, I can say that I miss him, but I don't know how to really put this into words, but I don't want to say that I miss him less, but I want to say that 2 years and 8 months, closing in on 3 years later, I feel like I've come to a point of just acceptance that this is the new norm. And I know people say it never feels normal. It doesn't, because when I think back, I'm like, for the first, I hadn't turned 36 yet. So for the first 35 years and some months of my life, for the most part, I had him there for most of my Christmases. And then I spent 1 without him, 2 without him. This is my 3rd without him. And it makes me sad, but it used to make me like really overwhelmingly sad. Where on Christmas, I kind of would force myself to be there minimally for family functions and whatnot, but I was mentally checked out. So I'm checked back in a little bit, but just to a degree, because I checked back in to a degree, because I said earlier, it's not like I'm really a big Christmas person anyways. The last time I was a child. But it's getting better. Glad I found you. I sent you quite a few reels, but you didn't respond to if you got your prize. I hope I sent it to the right place, but I think I did. Okay, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so becoming this type of content creator was a total accident in some sorts. Not because, I think 2021, or maybe earlier in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, before Big Brother season started, I made a commitment I wanted to start making mental health content, and making mental health content was no difficulty for me, because that's what I do for a living. Even if it's not content, even if it's not like online content, I I do speeches, I do presentations, there's just a lot of different things that I get done. So yeah, there's tons of things. And so I said, let me spread these messages online, because the internet is now the primary platform for advertising. Unlike when I was in school, taking my old marketing classes in 2008 and 2009, and we were in my books, they were talking about print media, radio ads being two of the top things that the average person uses, because TV ads cost a lot. So they were like local print, local newsletters, newspaper ads. Those were a big thing when I was, in my era growing up. So now it's the internet. So anyways, I just started watching Big Brother, right? I had just started watching Big Brother 2020. And I wasn't super into it, but the first live season that I ever had seen was season 22. And then season 23 came on. And I was really into season 23. And then season 24, I was watching, just for interest. Never covered a thing. And I was sitting down one night, and I would watch people's recaps also. I'd watch the show, then I'd watch a few channels recapping the show, giving their thoughts and opinions. And then one day I said, I think I can do that. What's the difference between them and me? Like, why can't I do that? So I got on this internet and I said, let me give this a try. Matter of fact, I didn't say let me give this a try. I uploaded a video of Taylor Hale eating Lay's potato chips. And that video got me about 40,000 views. To put this into some perspective, I had done several videos at that point in time in my career, in my online career, right? And done several videos in my online career. And so they were all mental health related videos. So they were just topics that I came up with, found something to talk about, etc., etc. And all the videos I had ever done on my channel combined did not get 40,000 views. So I said, maybe Big Brother is this gold mine or something. And it was of some sort. It's my first season of covering. People think some people say, I was here from day one when you covered the beginning of the Big Brother 24 season. And I'm like, I don't doubt that you were here from day one, but you were not here from day one. Because day one, I wasn't covering Big Brother. Season 24, I could always probably go back and find this, but I feel like the season was already 60% of the way through. There might have been like a month and some change left in season 24 before I began covering season 24. I covered it for like a little over a month. I think that we were at jury or close to jury already when I started covering season 24. And it felt like I was doing it for a long time, but I was not doing it for all that long. But the thing that we used to do on 24, and in addition to it just being like a season of intrigue, was the live feed parties. That was back before CBS got super strict, and I was able to actually sit here and stream the live stream. I was able to watch the live stream on my channel and do commentary. Like, that was my calling, bro. Like, that was my calling to be able to do that, because I loved being able to sit down with y'all and commentate on the things that are happening in real time. Not the show stuff. Like, the show stuff is okay, but it's not really the same as being able to watch those live feeds and then, catch up with those things in real time. But anyways, the point being, I have said this story before. I was about to quit this internet. I was about to say, you know what? Some people live a life where they can be popular, successful on this internet, and apparently I'm just not one of them, and I'm okay with that. That's the way that I felt. Like, I'm okay with being a person who is not going to succeed in this kind of a way, because I succeed in so many other ways that I can let this one go. I can truly let this one go. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. So I said, I'm making one last attempt at this, and if it doesn't work out for me, that's it for me and the internet when it comes to when it comes to having a page that I put my face on, put my voice on, all that kind of stuff. So I jumped on one day. Appreciate it, Vicky. So I jumped on one day, and I was like, all right, let me talk about what's happening on Big Brother. It was probably Taylor I was talking about at that time. And I started talking, and I was speaking for like 5 minutes. I saw this big zero in the corner where it shows you how many people are on the live. I saw a big zero for like 5 minutes. And I was like, you know what? No harm, no foul. Right? Because, hey, I gave it the old college try, and nobody showed up. Nobody heard this live. So as soon as I jump off the live, I'm going to delete it and move on about my day and forget about this page. Then I saw a one, and the one, who knows? It could have been random Joe Schmo that didn't care about my page. It could just be someone who randomly found the page scrolling through, like how some people find my page now, like randomly just scrolling through. And so 1 second. Yeah, randomly scrolling through. So, hi. If you say hi one more time, I told you, I mean, people know I have a limit of 5 times of saying the same thing. So, you got 4 of those in. Say something different. All right. I'm not going to name names this time because it has gotten people upset in the past. But I'll just say that as I was sitting here talking to myself, and then I got one person in here, and then the first person who made a comment was basically like, hey, you're a Big Brother content creator, huh? I was like, not really. This is my first day doing this, right? So they were like, oh, wow, it's your first day? Like, you should come back. You should come back here and do this tomorrow. Like, what's the schedule that you do? And then I think like 3 other people joined, and I think I had 4. I think I had 4 people my first day doing this live, but we were having a very active conversation, and the conversation was really fun, interesting. And then the next day, they said, what time would you come back the next day? I said, I'll be back tomorrow, like 8 p.m. if y'all want. So then those same people came back, and then maybe another 4 to 5 or 6 maybe came back that came that day, and I had about 10. I had about 10 people day 2. The next day I had 20, then I had 40, and it kept just going up and 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 up. And the next thing you know, those 4 at the first day that I ever covered it became like, I think about 484. That's still, to this day, the biggest amount of people I've ever had on one live. Because y'all remember I used to screenshot whenever I got a new record in terms of numbers on my lives. I had about 484. And they were at an active 484. There were days that I had to turn on the thing that you have to turn on, where you have to limit the speed of how often the people can comment, just because I couldn't get to all the comments because they were coming in there fast and furious. I think it was like, I put it to once every 5 seconds or maybe once every 10 seconds that people could make a comment. So I haven't had to do that since that particular year. It's never been like that again. But regardless, my point was, I'm just a guy. I just have a voice. Nobody was listening to that voice really for the longest time in my life. And I just found the perfect storm of season, perfect storm of supporters that, expressed that they like me. They like me having a channel, and thank you for the membership, Vicky. I'm wondering why it says welcome to What's the Tea, because obviously you already have a membership, and that's the reason why you were entered into the raffle in the first place. But maybe you got this option from resubscribing. I don't know what happened, but anyways, appreciate the membership nonetheless. I'm just a tiny bit confused, but yeah, sometimes I guess my ending of this, because I'm not staying on here for right now, but my closing statement, right? My closing statement is to say, keep going. Keep going until you find the right thing. Keep going until you find the right people. Keep going until you find the right tribe. Keep going until you find the right membership. I don't know why I said membership. Membership is not the word I was looking for. I think because I was looking at Vicky's membership thing, and then that's the only word that popped into my head. Not keep going until you find the right membership. Keep going until you find the right audience. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. I'm saying thank you to myself. Yes. Keep going until you find the right audience. Because this year, I have found out something real interesting, right? There's a lot of things that I have said to the wrong people. And when I say there's a lot of things that I said to the wrong people, when I say I've said to the wrong people, not probably in the sense that it sounds like. What I really mean by that is that you could say the right thing to the wrong audience, and they're not going to have any value in what you're saying. So this year, as I've told you, terrible experience that I had, work-related, beginning of year, right? And so I would give all these things, and I would say all these things to the people at my old job in terms of my employers or whatever. They didn't care about what I was saying. They didn't value what I was saying. They didn't value me or care about me as a person, right? So I go to another place. I say a lot of the same things, and people are like, "Oh my goodness, this is amazing what you're doing." I've had the same experience with friends before. Friends thinking that the person I am to them is average. Like there's no to the table as a friend. Friends, and they're like, "Mark, you're amazing. Like, thank you so much for being my friend." Yada yada, whatever. Don't, because you're not recognized for being you and all the amazing things that you do. Stay true to yourself and maintain your vibes, and you'll find the people who are supposed to find you are gonna find you. And that's my motivational message. Christmas, man. Please, for what you will, take that to the bank and deposit that. All right. So please make sure Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank you all. Have an amazing night.